Okay. Hi, Erica York here with Fairway Independent Mortgage, and today I'm sitting down with Daryl Sommers from Showcase Properties. She is a friend of mine and also a rockin' real estate agent. So I have some questions for her to start 2019. Hey, Daryl.
Hey, Erica. Thanks for having me.
Good to see you. So, you hope your 2019 is off to a great start. Just wanted to let our audience know a little bit more about you and as you're getting into this industry, but you're not a stranger to it. You grew up around people that are in it. And so that leads me to, how did you get into the real estate industry?
Sure. So as you kind of mentioned, my mother is a realtor and so is my uncle. So it's kind of the family business. So it's sort of an easy transition for me. My mom sort of suggested I get my real estate license originally in New York State when I was post-college graduate. And I ended up getting my license and it was awesome. But I just kind of like wanted to travel the world and I wanted to like live in a bunch of different places. So I did that. I worked in the nonprofit industry. I was in the military for a little while. And then eventually my broker decided, well, he didn't decide, but he sort of told me to stop messing around and suggested I get back to what I was good at. So
good.
I am, licensed in Colorado now. So.
Awesome. Yay. Well, we're excited about that. What do you love about the real estate industry and helping clients find their homes?
So my favorite part of being in the real estate industry is just the relationship building aspect of it and the joy that I see in my clients' eyes when I show them a property and they sort of fall in love with it immediately. Like I can see that light.
It's the fun part.
Yes, exactly. I can see that light in their face and it just makes me so happy. And then the excitement part of it when an offer is accepted is just like, that is my favorite phone call ever. And
is it?
I love giving that phone call out as well.
Yeah.
So the relationship building and the excitement, and that's pretty much it.
And then they get to come get their loan and go through the real fun stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know for me too, that's like sitting at the closing table and just after everything you've done, you spend a lot more time with your clients than I do because we're just, you get to go out and look at all those places and then we get through the loan part and then it's so fun being at that closing table.
It really is. And the biggest compliment too is when they ask you out for drinks after and you get to become friends with them. That's definitely like one of my favorite parts.
And get all of that behind you and then hopefully you get referrals from their family and friends.
Exactly.
That's the best compliment that you could receive. Can you let any viewers in on what your thoughts are for the 2019 market trends? There's a lot of information out there, just like anything with the internet. You can find positive or negative. I know you do a lot of research. I know you really stay on top of it. So what are your thoughts for this year?
So nationally, actually, inventory is up right now and housing prices are down. So that's a good thing for buyers right now. There's sort of a lull usually during the winter. People don't want to move when it's cold, even though it doesn't get that cold in Denver, but that's the perception. So yeah, now is a great time to buy with inventory up, prices down. Good.
And then if you could give buyers one piece of advice, what would that be?
For buyers, I would say that you actually can't afford a home. A lot of people come up to me and they're like, oh, I don't make a lot of money. I can never qualify. And I've done very low down payment, or I've sold properties with very low down payments before. They have down payment assistance programs, as you know. So I don't think it's ever too early to get with your lender, to get with your realtor and talk about, what they want to see in the future from you. And we can make it happen if you want to buy a house.
That's awesome. And then what about for sellers that are kind of holding on, not sure what's happening with the market? What's your advice for them?
As far as the market goes, I wasn't going to touch on that piece too much because, the market's always
changing.
Yeah, exactly. But I was just going to talk about, how your house should look during a listing. It needs to be immaculate. You should be removing like super personal pieces of, family pictures, things like that, because the buyer really needs to see themselves in the house. And then obviously removing valuables for showings, things like that. But having your house be immaculate is, I would say, the most important part, doing paint touch-ups, things like that, because if you want to get top dollar for your house, you need to make your house look like it's worth top dollar.
Great advice. I'm not moving anytime soon. Twins and dogs. And so just a little bit about you, because like you said, the relational piece is what we, you know, how we work, and we're all referral based. You said you were in the military, so thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And then what are any other hobbies and interests outside of real estate?
I am an avid concert goer. That's kind of how I know Erica.
And you're a shredder.
Yep, and I ski a lot. And I do hot yoga a lot, so I know a lot of people from my yoga studio, which is really cool. And then, yeah, in the summer you'll see me like skiing, or not skiing, camping, hiking, you know, biking. I'm an avid bicyclist as well.
You're just a great, true Colorado girl. We love you.
Oh,
Thanks for coming.
I did want to give one quick shout out. I am part of the green team in Congress Park, and part of my passion, you know, as not only a Denver person, but just in general, is the environment. And we're doing, we're helping people with recycling and composting. So if that's something you're interested in, you know, contact me. But just wanted to give that quick shout out.
And you went up to the Rocky Mountain Park, didn't you?
Yes.
To do trash removal.
We did, yep. And I'm happy to report there was no trash. So
That's
we ended
awesome.
up just hiking. So
Well, good.
yeah,
Yay.
you'll see more of that from me, like offering, you know, volunteer days and cleanups and things like that as the weather gets warmer.
Very cool. Thanks for coming, girl.
Thank you so
This is
much.
good.